clearly covers my stitching line, which hopefully mine is lined up properly. The weight of the interfacing, I know you're getting lightweight. I like a little heavier because I like some body to it. My fabric's a little heavier. If you're ever working with something very, very lightweight, that lightweight is fine. If you've got the lightweight and you really want something a little heavier, you can use 2 layers in your collar. So in other words, you can put interfacing on each piece of the collar. You can do the same thing on each piece of the collar band and the cuff. So you can cut double if you want that a little stiffer than what you've got interfacing for. I actually end up using the same interfacing, and I had just enough to cut from what I used in the pants. Okay, so you can use either one. I like the little stiffer, especially down the front, because you're going to have a lot of pulling there with the buttons and buttonholes. While Miss Fran's doing that, let me get my pocket. Pardon me? Okay, my pocket's going to go on the left side. Okay, it usually goes on the left side of the chest. So, now let me tell you a little bit about my fabric, guys. When I picked it out, I thought it was fun and kind of a nice fabric and the colors. I didn't think about it. It is what we call an unbalanced stripe, which means that the design is in one direction. So I had to be careful when I was cutting it because I wanted my design going the same all the way around the body. So I need to make sure on my pocket that I'm going in the same direction. Okay, I want to make sure. See how if I've lined up the black stripes, my other stripes aren't lined up. Let's see what I did wrong. There we go. Okay, there it is. It's lined up. I want the pocket, unless you want it to jump out, you want to match it pretty closely. Okay, so this is going to be my pocket. This is the right side. I'm going to put my little pin there. If you want to, let's see, where is it? This is my top. That's not going to work. Okay, I'm going to have to change my top. The pocket's the same at the top and the bottom. I'm going to have to switch mine around because I cut it uneven, not exactly right.
Yeah, this gave me a little problem too. Make it, if I put it just to the red line, which is where it probably should have gone, some places the red line was stitched across. I had to go to here and make it look straight.
Okay.
Because it wouldn't have looked straight otherwise.
Okay. So what I'm going to do with my pocket's going to go on this side. What I'm going to do, and you don't have to do this, what I like to do is add a little bit of interfacing right at the top. So right where these clips are, I'm going to put just a little piece of interfacing. This is completely optional. You do not have to do that. Okay? Stop this on real quick. Okay, this is your pocket then. Okay, and you can see by putting a little bit of interfacing on there, it gives it a little body. Then what I'm going to do is serge here and here. Okay, Miss Fran, you want to serge the top of this? Thank you.
I thought you asked me if that's what you can do.
Okay, now we'll jump back to this front and finish up this other side of the front. Okay, so I'm going to pin this in position because I don't want it to shift on me while I'm sewing. And see, when she pressed it, she slightly covered up the stitching line. That's It's one thing nice about a stripe. Well, stripes can be good, they can be bad. Because they can be good because you have a line to follow. They can be bad if you don't cut it exactly straight. It shows.
You have to make sure it lines up with the stripe. That's the problem I was having a minute ago, Preston.
Okay. You're fine. Try.
Yours different or something?
I'm lapping mine the opposite way. Okay, that's what I was explaining before. Okay, so now I'm going to stitch down this fold. Make sure my seam is tucked in there. Hopefully I'm staying. I'm not. We have to go back. I've missed my fold a little bit. This is where my compensating foot would actually be better on this. I'm going to have to go back and restitch. Remember the compensating foot that you used last week? This is going to be a good place to use it. I'm not going to take the time to show to go back and do it, but your compensating foot would be better because that's going to make sure it keeps me on the edge, because right here I did not do good in several places. But that's our fronts. Okay, I have this. And I have this. Okay, I'm lapping mine right over left because I'm making this for me, I'm making it for a girl. If you're doing a unisex or a guy's, it's going to be just the opposite. Okay? Okay, go ahead and get that much done, and then I'll show you how to finish up the pocket.